The year was 2475. Humanity had spread its wings across the stars, colonizing dozens of systems. Vast cities floated in the skies of Jupiter's moons, farms thrived on Mars, and underwater habitats on Europa glimmered like crystal cities. Humans had become explorers, scientists, and traders of unimaginable skill. Yet, the galaxy was not as empty as they believed. From the black void, enormous ships appeared. Unlike human craft, these ships were dark, angular, and seemed alive, moving with a precision that was almost organic. The Shira had arrived. Their first broadcast was chilling. Humans, surrender your colonies. The galaxy is ours. Resistance will be met with annihilation. Panic erupted across the colonies. Economies froze, militias scrambled, and diplomats begged for mercy. But on the bridge of the Aurora, Commander Alara Voss remained calm. She was in her mid-30s, a tactical genius known for turning hopeless situations into victories. She turned to her crew. We survive. We adapt. We innovate. That's who we are. If they think they can intimidate us, they've underestimated human ingenuity. Let's show them why. The first skirmishes began within days. Shira drones attacked mining stations, taking out defenses with surgical precision. Entire fleets of humans were reduced to floating wrecks. Yet, humans fought back in ways the Shira could never predict. Engineer Kai Tanaka converted old asteroid mining drones into kamikaze fighters. Colonists turned abandoned spaceports into improvised fortresses. And in the midst of chaos, humanity discovered something vital. Shira were brilliant but rigid. Their thinking was based on logic and pattern, incapable of comprehending the unpredictability of human creativity. The void of space suddenly lit up with fire. The Shira's fleet, a massive formation of black, blade-like warships, descended upon the outer colonies. Each ship was a fortress bristling with energy cannons and drones. Humanity's fleets, though advanced, were utterly outmatched in firepower. Commander Alara Voss stared at the holographic display on the Aurora's bridge. Red markers dotted the colonies under attack. The numbers were staggering. Dozens of human vessels, hundreds of civilian stations, all facing annihilation. We can't hold them off conventionally, said Admiral Corin, his voice tense. Then we won't fight conventionally, Alara replied. The ambush in a daring move, Alara deployed a small fleet of modified stealth frigates toward the Shira's rear. Using abandoned asteroid belts for cover, they became invisible until the last moment. Engineer Kai Tanaka, monitoring their improvised drones, whispered to himself, "Come on, behave like a storm." The fleet released the swarm. Tiny drones weaved and darted through Shira defenses like meteor showers, colliding into energy shields and causing temporary system disruptions. Confused, the Shira fleet slowed, recalibrating their formations. Human unpredictability. Remarkable, came a Shira voice over intercepted frequencies. They could not understand it. Chaos was not logic. Alara smiled grimly. Exactly. Keep moving. Keep fighting. We adapt faster than they can calculate. The infiltration Alara led a specialized strike team aboard a captured Shira stealth cruiser. Their mission, gather intelligence and sabotage from the inside. The ship was enormous, corridors glowing with alien symbols, surfaces slick and black as obsidian. Every room was patrolled by Shira sentries, but humans had one advantage: imagination. Using improvised cloaking fields and decoy signals, the team avoided patrols. In the engineering deck, Kai found the communication hub. He inserted a makeshift virus into their neural-linked systems, sending random, chaotic signals. "They'll be blind and confused for at least 5 minutes, Kai whispered. 5 minutes is all we need, Alara replied, eyes scanning the corridor. The humans escaped just as alarms blared across the ship. Explosions rocked the cruiser behind them, the stealth fleet retreating into the asteroid shadows. The captured Shira cruiser floated silently in the dark void, tethered to the Aurora by grappling drones. Humans had secured a single Shira prisoner, an engineer named Vilix, whose rank and knowledge made him invaluable. Alara and her team sat in the briefing room, holographic displays casting cold blue light across their faces. "We need to understand them," Alara said, her voice steady. "If we can find a weakness, even a small one, it could change everything." Kai leaned forward, fidgeting with a wrist console. "I've been monitoring Vilix's neural patterns since capture. It's unlike anything we've seen. They think like computers, but without imagination. The The first interview, Vilex's eyes glimmered with alien intelligence as he sat across from Alara. Humans are emotional, he said flatly. Your emotions cloud judgment. They make you unpredictable, inefficient. Alara smiled faintly. Emotions are exactly why we survive when the odds are against us. Fear, hope, love, they make us adapt, improvise, and keep going when logic says we shouldn't. Vilex tilted his head, confused. Your unpredictability. It is frustrating. Inefficient patterns in the battlefield, yet somehow effective. Kai whispered to Alara. He doesn't understand it. That's our advantage. If we can amplify it, maybe we can weaponize it. The expedition team had been traveling through the alien plains for weeks, the harsh red dust of the planet scratching at their suits. The initial excitement of discovery was now tempered by a quiet unease. Every strange rock formation, every shimmer of light on the horizon, seemed to whisper that they were not alone. Commander Elena Reyes, scanning the horizon through her visor, spoke over the comms. Sensors are picking up faint energy readings. Low level, but definitely artificial. Dr. Malik frowned. Artificial? Here. I thought we were in an uninhabited sector. That's what the maps say, Elena replied. But maps can't account for everything. Prepare for caution. The team advanced cautiously, their boots sinking slightly into the soft, orange sand. Suddenly, the ground vibrated under their feet, a subtle pulse, but enough to make hearts race. Stop. Don't move, Elena whispered. Do you feel that? The vibrations grew stronger. Synchronized, almost like a heartbeat. Then, in the distance, a structure began to materialize. It was enormous, impossibly geometric, rising from the sand like it had been asleep for millennia. Its surfaces reflected the fading light of the twin suns, shimmering with a faint, almost ethereal glow. By the stars, what is that? Malik muttered. Whatever it is, Elena said, her voice steady despite the awe in her eyes. It's not human. As they approached, the team realized the structure wasn't just a building. It was a sentinel. The alien architecture pulsed with energy, reacting to their presence, scanning them. And then, a low hum began, resonating through the air and into their suits, making every instinct scream that they were being observed. Lieutenant Jiro, normally calm, swallowed hard. Commander, it's alive. Elena's gaze hardened. Then it's time we show them what humanity is capable of. As they prepared to make first contact, unseen eyes followed every move. The planet held secrets older than the humans themselves, and it seemed eager to test them. Somewhere in the shadows, something moved, and the hum intensified. The alien sentinel loomed above them, its sheer size and pulsating energy making even the most seasoned explorers uneasy. Yet, the human team pressed forward, every step measured, every sensor reading analyzed. Fear was present, but it was tempered by something older, stronger, determination. Keep scanning, Elena ordered. We need to understand it before it understands us. Dr. Malik's fingers flew across his tablet. Commander, the energy signature is reactive. It's responding to our neural patterns, almost as if it's reading us. Reading us. Lieutenant Jiro's voice trembled slightly. You mean it knows what we're thinking? Malik nodded. Not exactly, but it can sense intent. It can tell if we mean harm or curiosity. Elena clenched her jaw. Then we make sure it knows our intent. Humanity didn't survive by waiting. She stepped forward, raising her hand in a universal gesture of peace. The sentinel paused, its hum settling into a lower, resonant tone. A soft light began to travel along its surface, tracing intricate patterns that no human mind could immediately comprehend. Look at that, Malik breathed. It's communicating. The team studied the light sequences. There was logic, rhythm, a form of language buried in the geometry. Elena realized that the sentinel wasn't just a machine. It was a guardian, perhaps a librarian of knowledge. Humans, she said aloud, testing the connection. We come in peace. We seek understanding. The sentinel's hum deepened, the air vibrating with energy. Slowly, a section of its surface shifted, opening like a doorway, or an eye. Beyond it lay a chamber filled with floating glyphs, suspended in energy fields. Knowledge waiting. Elena's eyes sparkled with awe and resolve. This is what we've been looking for. And humanity were ready. Lieutenant Jiro glanced at her, admiration in his gaze. You really think we can handle it? Elena smiled. We've handled impossible before. Humanity adapts. Humanity survives. Humanity thrives. With a deep breath, the team stepped into the chamber. As they did, the Sentinel's light wrapped around them, scanning, probing, assessing. But instead of fear, Elena felt something else, a spark of connection, a recognition. Somewhere in the stars, a challenge had been set, and humanity had just answered. The Sentinel pulsed one last time, almost like a heartbeat, and the chamber's knowledge unfolded before them. And in that moment, the team understood the first truth of this alien world. The universe had underestimated humans. The chamber was alive with light. Floating glyphs shimmered and shifted, forming patterns that seemed almost musical. Every surface hummed with energy, vibrating with knowledge too vast for a single human mind to grasp. Dr. Malik's eyes widened. This isn't just information. It's a repository, like a library, but alive. And it's teaching us. Elena stepped carefully through the glowing glyphs. We need to understand it quickly. The universe won't wait for us. And if this sentinel is guarding something, others might come looking too. Lieutenant Jiro reached out to touch a hovering glyph. As his fingers passed through it, a flash of memory, alien logic, entered his mind. Instinctively, he pulled back. It's powerful. It's like it's giving us a simulation, testing us. Malik nodded. I've never seen technology like this. It's not just data, it's an adaptive intelligence. It evaluates, it teaches, it challenges. Elena's gaze hardened. Then we rise to the challenge. Humanity survives because we adapt, we learn, and we improvise. Let's show it why humans are extraordinary. The Sentinel pulsed again, sending waves of energy that formed into a holographic map of nearby star systems. A path of uncharted planets was highlighted, each one showing anomalies, hidden civilizations, and resources beyond comprehension. This is a roadmap, Malik whispered. The Sentinel is offering us guidance, but why humans? Elena's mind raced. Because no other species could have approached it the way we did. We're persistent, curious, and fearless. And we respect the unknown enough to learn from it instead of destroying it. Jiro's visor displayed a sudden alert. Commander, the energy readings, they're spiking. Something's approaching. Elena looked toward the chamber entrance. The light outside had shifted, revealing massive shapes moving through the red dust. Alien ships, sleek, predatory, and aggressive, were converging. Malik swallowed hard. They must have sensed the Sentinel's activation. Elena's eyes narrowed. Then we fight, but not blindly. Humanity doesn't just charge into battle. We strategize, we innovate, and we survive. As the intruders drew closer, the chamber's glyphs reacted to the humans, forming energy constructs that could be manipulated. For the first time, the team realized the Sentinel wasn't just a library, it was a weaponized ally. But only if they proved worthy. Elena raised her hand. Prepare the constructs. Adapt. Improvise. And show them why humanity is not to be underestimated. Outside, the alien ships hovered, unaware that the humans were about to turn knowledge itself into their greatest weapon. The alien ships hung in the sky like dark predators, their engines humming with lethal precision. On the ground, the human team moved with calculated determination. The chamber's glyphs had responded to their thoughts, forming energy constructs that hovered, waiting for command. Elena studied the constructs. They were malleable, responsive, tools and weapons in one. Focus on adaptability, she instructed. We don't match them ship for ship, we match them strategy for strategy. Lieutenant Jiro manipulated a construct with his mind, shaping it into a shield that shimmered with blinding light. This could hold their plasma strikes for at least 10 seconds, he reported. Dr. Malik created a series of projectiles from the glowing glyphs. They hovered momentarily before launching into the sky, forming a web of energy spikes in the path of the approaching ships. The first alien vessel fired. Plasma beams lanced toward the humans, but Jiro's shield absorbed the impact, sending ripples of energy back toward the attackers. The aliens recoiled, clearly unprepared for a response so precise, so human in its ingenuity. Elena gritted her teeth. They underestimate us. They think size and numbers win battles. Humanity wins with brains and heart. She directed a construct to split into dozens of smaller energy forms, each moving independently. They darted between the alien ships, interfering with sensors, creating illusions of multiple human squads where only one existed. The attackers fired blindly, wasting energy, and confusion spread across their ranks. Malik shouted over the comms. Their formation is breaking. They've never encountered tactics like this. Elena smirked. Let's give them a reminder of why humanity thrives against impossible odds. She activated a larger construct, forming it into a lance of pure energy. With a precise strike, she disrupted the lead alien ship's navigation system, sending it careening into the sands. The other ships faltered, unsure whether to retreat or press forward. The team pressed the advantage. Using the Sentinel's adaptive constructs, they combined defense, offense, and deception in ways the aliens couldn't predict. Each strike, each counter, displayed human creativity, the ability to improvise in the moment, to turn knowledge into action. From the top of the chamber, the Sentinel pulsed, as if acknowledging the human's mastery. Its light expanded, interacting with the constructs, enhancing them, making them even more formidable. Elena looked at her team, eyes burning with determination. This is just the beginning. Humanity doesn't just survive the unknown, we dominate it. And above them, the alien ships hesitated, for the first time in their existence, facing an opponent they could not understand. The battlefield was alive with energy, glowing constructs weaving through the desert air like living organisms. The alien ships, powerful and relentless, circled warily, their earlier confidence shaken by humanity's unpredictable tactics. Elena stood at the forefront, her visor reflecting the pulsating light of the Sentinel. "We don't just fight them," she commanded. "We teach them what it means to underestimate humans." Dr. Malik's fingers flew over his tablet, interfacing with the Sentinel's constructs. "Commander, the glyphs are showing me patterns, formulas, strategies that anticipate enemy movements. We can use it to outmaneuver them completely." "Then we adapt," Elena said. "That's what humans do." Lieutenant Jiro shaped a construct into a massive wave of energy that surged across the battlefield, forcing the alien ships to adjust. Every evasive maneuver they made played directly into the humans' hands. The constructs split, multiplied, and reformed midair, striking where the aliens least expected. One of the alien vessels tried to break formation and attack the chamber directly. Elena activated a construct barrier that expanded in seconds, shielding the chamber while simultaneously launching a concentrated strike that disabled the attacker's engines. The ship crashed into the dunes, raising clouds of red dust that sparkled with energy from the Sentinel. Malik looked at the team, awe in his eyes. "They can't predict us. Every move we make is human, creative, adaptive. It's terrifying them." Elena smiled grimly. "Terrifying them is good. But we don't just scare, we win." From above, the remaining alien ships hesitated, their sensors disrupted by the construct's chaotic but precise formations. The Sentinel pulsed, and a network of energy bridges formed between the constructs, linking them into a single massive system of adaptive weaponry. Elena realized the full potential. "We're not just fighting, we're controlling the battlefield. The Sentinel is amplifying human ingenuity. We're turning their technology against them without touching it directly." Jiro nodded, directing the constructs like an orchestra conductor. "It's working. They're retreating." The alien vessels began pulling back, unable to cope with the unpredictable. Adaptive tactics. Their strikes became hesitant, scattered, and eventually ceased altogether. For the first time, the humans could move freely across the battlefield. Elena looked around at her team, pride swelling. "Remember this moment," she said. "Not because we defeated them, but because we proved that humanity doesn't just survive the unknown, we dominate it with courage, intelligence, and creativity." As the dust settled, the Sentinel's light enveloped the humans, almost as if in approval. The path ahead was still uncertain, the universe vast and full of dangers. But one thing was clear, humanity had made its mark. The stars themselves seemed to watch, and somewhere far away, a new chapter of human expansion had quietly begun. With the alien ships retreating into the horizon, the human team finally had a moment to breathe. The red sands of the planet were littered with the remnants of the conflict, yet the chamber and the Sentinel remained untouched, their energy undiminished. Elena approached the heart of the chamber, where the floating glyphs pulsed in a rhythm almost like a heartbeat. "We've earned this," she said, awe in her voice. "Now let's see what the universe wanted to show us." Dr. Malik interfaced directly with the glyphs. Streams of information flooded his mind: star maps, technological schematics, ecological data, and history, records of civilizations long extinct. These are the ancients," he whispered. "They built the Sentinel to guard this knowledge. They anticipated threats from other species, but they must have known humans would be different. Lieutenant Jiro's visor displayed translations of alien language patterns. Commander, some of these civilizations fought among themselves. Entire systems destroyed by greed, by fear. But the ancients recorded everything, like a warning. Elena's gaze hardened. We're not here to repeat their mistakes. We're here to learn, to grow. Humanity doesn't destroy itself when it faces challenges. We innovate, we rise, and we protect. As they explored deeper, the Sentinel revealed tools, energy-based devices that could manipulate matter, advanced propulsion technology, and energy sources far beyond anything humans had achieved. Each discovery was a potential leap forward, a testament to what could be achieved when knowledge and creativity combined. Malik pointed to a holographic star map. Look at this. There are colonies, abandoned but intact, spread across multiple galaxies. And the ancients, they left instructions. We can rebuild, connect, expand. We could become a civilization beyond imagination. Elena's eyes sparkled. This is more than survival. This is humanity claiming its place in the universe, not as conquerors, but as pioneers, thinkers, and protectors. We've been given a chance to rise above every limitation. Jiro adjusted his visor, watching the constructs shift around them. And the Sentinel, it's still teaching us, reacting to us. It's not just a repository, it's an ally. It's trusting us. Elena nodded. Then we must honor that trust. Every challenge, every unknown, every danger we face from here on, humanity will meet it with courage and intellect. We're not just explorers, with a spark that will ignite a new era. The chamber pulsed once powerfully, as if agreeing. Outside, the planets stretched endlessly, waiting. And somewhere among the stars, the universe seemed to take notice. Humans had arrived, not as weak intruders, but as a species capable of shaping destiny itself. For the first time, the team understood the scale of what they had discovered. Humanity had not only survived the unknown, they had begun to master it. The twin suns of the alien planet dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the red sands. The human team stood at the heart of the Sentinel chamber, surrounded by pulsating glyphs and constructs that danced like living energy. They had survived the first contact, outsmarted hostile forces, and unlocked secrets that had remained hidden for millennia. Elena Reyes took a deep breath. This isn't just about us anymore, she said. It's about humanity, every human who will come after us. The universe is vast, full of challenges and threats, but also full of opportunity. And we're ready. Dr. Malik gestured to the holographic displays. The knowledge here, it's beyond anything we imagined. Advanced propulsion, energy manipulation, even medical technologies that could save billions. With this, humanity can become more than a planetary species. We can reach the stars as creators, explorers, and protectors. Lieutenant Jiro adjusted a floating construct, reshaping it into a beacon of radiant light. The Sentinel, it's responding to us. I think it recognizes our intent. It trusts us to use this knowledge responsibly. Elena's eyes gleamed. Then we honor that trust. Humanity didn't survive because it was the strongest species. It survived because we were inventive, determined, and courageous. We faced the impossible and turned it into possibility. Outside, the remaining alien ships had withdrawn, leaving the humans in a rare silence. The desert wind swept across the dunes, carrying with it the hum of the Sentinel. It was a sound of approval, of connection, a recognition that humanity had proven itself worthy. Elena turned to her team. From here, every step we take will shape our legacy. We'll chart new worlds, encounter unknown civilizations, and face dangers that no one else could endure. But one truth remains. Wherever humanity goes, we go with ingenuity, resilience, and courage. Malik nodded, awe in his expression. The universe isn't ready for what we're capable of, and maybe it never will be. Jiro smiled. Let's make sure it never forgets. As the team stepped out of the chamber, the constructs of the Sentinel formed a radiant gateway, guiding them to the stars. The galaxy stretched before them, vast and uncharted, but humanity was ready. Not just to survive, but to thrive, to conquer challenges with intellect, heart, and unwavering determination. Somewhere in the cosmos, distant eyes watched the rise of a new force. Humanity had entered the stage, not as a footnote, not as a curiosity, but as a species capable of shaping the destiny of the stars. And in that moment, one truth resonated across the universe. humans were unstoppable.